Guys, back here working on this hydrant. So of course I'm going to check the comments later regarding, but I want to show you guys the inner makings of this hydrant. Okay. Let's start off. This is the rod that where the handle attaches to, and it goes up and down, right? At the other end, this is the plunger that fits into the mating part of the bottom of the pipe. Now let me show you that. Hold on. All right. I spray painted it yellow, but I'm going to spray paint it blue for water. But that's all the paint I had right now. All right. This is the bottom or the brass piece. And how this works is this. This plunger goes inside, okay? Let me put it in. And you can see, okay, so it fits inside here. When you push the plunger down in here, what happens is it closes off the supply of the water that comes up. This is the supply. And when your plunger comes down in here, it closes right in here, it stops here. This hole is a weep hole. So any water inside this pipe is then going to run out. All right, it's going to run out of here. So it's kind of imperative that you don't clog this line when you're filling this up in the ground with rocks. So when you're doing a hydrant like this, guys, the base of this is down a couple feet in the ground. And that's where your supply comes up, right? I recommend to put like 3/4 rock, let's say a foot underneath it and a foot above it, all rock and probably a foot in diameter, all 3/4 rock. Because what happens is when you close that plunger, it's going to weep out, the water is going to fill that area. Now, if you have sandy soil, it's good. But if you have loamy soil, clayish soil, it's not going to weep out that good. So you have to increase your hole size to, like, let's say 2 feet. No, I think a foot is good, but a foot deeper than the bottom of the supply. Because when this comes down right here, all right, and this is where the handle fits. This is the top of the handle. It goes like so, okay? And when you close this down, this rod is the plunger that puts pressure on that hole and sealing that, okay? And here's another part that's, now remember, when you open this, the water comes out through here, but you don't want the water to drip out of the top. And that's a problem area right here, okay? And so when you see the water starting to drip out of the top, that means that the seal, okay, this is the brass piece. This is the new seal, okay? I'm going to bring you a little bit closer and show you what I did to remove it. So if you guys ever want to rebuild one of these things. So the seal goes in here. So this is the seal, and that's going to fit in here. Whoop. Okay? It's going to go around this rod right here. It's going to go around here like this. And when you do push this in, and the rod go, okay, it's already in there right now. But when you push this down, it collapses that seal tightly around this stainless steel shaft, creating a seal, okay? That's what this is for. So when you push it down like this, it's going to squish it, okay? So you got to tighten this ever so slowly. Now, to clean it out, with the old seal that was in here, Let's see if this is dropping all the way down. It is, okay. In order to clean the seal out, you use one of these tools. And you come in here sideways and you start pulling and picking, and you can use a screwdriver, and you have to pull that seal out of there because it gets old and dried, this seal here. So you pick it and you pull it, and then you take this tool here, all right, and you go around the threads all the way around. Make sure you're removing all of that seal that was once in there. And I've already done it. And I used a pick, like a dentist pick, and I've cleaned it all up. And what I'm going to do is I have a grinding wheel, like I want to just put a little seat on the bottom of this to make sure it's seated, you know, like this, with a little grinding wheel, just to clean it up. But my Dremel won't fit in here. Oh, it will. I have a shaft with the Dremel kit that I could do that, but not necessary. I'm just gonna give it a light, like lapping in a valve on an engine, just giving a cleaning to remove any of the rust that was already there, and it actually looks pretty good. And so what I did was I cleaned the other side, I cleaned out the rust. I'm going to spray paint this, and when I get, okay, so once again, the new seal's going to go in here, and this is going to compact the seal. Oh yeah, one more thing before I go any further. I did have a 3/4 10 tap. It's not a bottoming tap, but it's a regular tap. And what I did was I put it in here and I kind of ran it down there slowly, 3/4 10. You don't need this, but I have one available, so I just ran it through it and kind of cleaned up the threads. Okay. When I put this plug in, I'm going to put a little bit of sealing compound, just a little bit, pipe dope, on it, just to keep it, seated in here, and yeah, you know what I mean. So I'll get back to you guys in a bit when it's completed. All right, back here, back here on the hydrant, and I couldn't wait, so I just put it back together the old way. I just put it in the ground. I put another pipe next to it for support. Put a lot of blocks and rocks around the bottom, and it's all good. No more leaks. Once upon a time, it was leaking right out of this area here because the seal was bad, so I replaced the seal, and it looks like there's no more water coming out of it, so that's a good thing. Works great. So, and I didn't even have to spend any money this time because I had a kit from a while ago, and I used it. There you go. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless.